Greetings gastronauts, this is Keefcooks. I'm Keef and today I'm in India! Isn't that marvellous? Don't you love chroma key? And the reason for the cliched background is I'm going to make a vegetarian curry. In fact, vegan curry, Aloo Gobi. So this is dedicated first of all to Mr. Curry, who is a loyal fan, and I believe he does like a good curry. And also to Ed and Tara Osborne, who are having a bit of a tough time at the moment and like to watch my videos in bed. How strange is that? Anyway guys, this is for yous. So India has lots of vegetarians and a great range of vegetarian dishes. This is probably one of the most popular, certainly in the West, and it's very easy to do. Aloo is potato, gobi is cauliflower, and aloo gobi is pure magic. So let's do it. Ingredients for the aloo gobi. I've got medium cauliflower, the same weight of waxy potatoes, and 2 small onions, or a medium one, and a handful of fresh coriander, cilantro. I've also got a can of chopped tomatoes and 4 tablespoons of oil. You could use ghee, which is obviously probably more authentic, but I'm really into rapeseed oil at the moment, so that's what I've got. The juice of half a lime, a thumb-sized piece of fresh ginger, 4 cloves of garlic, and some fresh green chilies. And for the spices, I've got 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds, a teaspoon of cumin seeds, and a teaspoon of nigella seeds, and a half teaspoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of garam masala, and a teaspoon of turmeric, and also probably a teaspoon of salt. So what I need to do first is dry roast the coriander seeds. So I've got a frying pan on medium-high heat, and let those cook without any oil or anything for a minute or 2 till they become fragrant, and then we will grind them to a powder. And you might think, well, why not just use already ground coriander? And the reason is because that doesn't taste of anything, whereas this will. It's quite simple really. Okay, they're done, so turn off the heat and I'll put these in a bowl to cool down. Now I need to prep all the veg and everything, and so I'm going to peel the potatoes. And you might think some people would throw these away because they've started to sprout, but actually there's nothing wrong with them. Just cut that off and peel it. And the other thing, the type of potatoes, you should use waxy ones if you can, which would be like Maris Pipers, which is what these are, or Charlotte potatoes or Jersey Royals, because floury ones will tend to disintegrate and these won't. So we just chop these into chunks. Now the cauliflower needs to be separated into florets that should be maybe a little bit bigger than the chunks of potato. And now peel and chop the onion into fairly small bits. Right, the garlic, I'm going to just peel and crush it. So the ginger needs to be kind of very finely chopped or minced, or crushed through your garlic crusher if it's good enough. And finally, the chilies. These are ferocious little devils, so I'm going to remove the seeds because that's where most of the heat is, and then just slice them quite small. Right, now we're actually ready to start cooking. Flipping heck. So we need to put the oil into a frying pan on medium-high heat, and first of all we'll just cook the cumin seeds and the nigella seeds for a minute or 2. They might start popping. Now we add the potatoes and we'll saute those for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Turn them, get them all coated all over in the oil. Just keep turning them and don't let them stick. Okay, now I'm going to take the potatoes out of the pan and I'll put the cauliflower florets in and saute those for a bit. I might need a bit more oil here. Okay, I'm going to take the cauliflower out now, and I've turned down the heat, and I think I need even more oil. Oh no, run out of rapeseed. This is a tragedy. And we'll pop the onions in. And we don't want to brown them, we just want them to get softened. Now I'll add the garlic and the ginger. I'll let those cook for a couple of minutes. Woo! And now the tomatoes, ground coriander, and the chili powder and the turmeric. And silly me, I put them on the same plate as the garam masala, but it doesn't matter if there's a bit of mix up, because the garam masala doesn't go in till the end. And we'll just let that cook until you see the oil or ghee separating out around the edge of the sauce. Okay, we've got some oil pooling out over here, so I'll now add the potatoes. Where are they? Here they are. And I would also add at this point the fresh chili, but I've lost it, so I think I must have already put it in. Ho hum. We'll just let that simmer for about 5 minutes. Oh, it smells so good. And now we'll add the cauliflower and some water. Now this should be actually quite a dry curry, not something that's swimming in sauce, but we need this now to cook covered for at least half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. Then we'll come back and see what we've got. So after about half an hour, the potatoes and cauliflower are nice and tender. So I'll stir in the chopped fresh coriander and garam masala. Give them a good stir. Then take that off the heat and let it rest. Let the flavours get to know each other for 5 or 10 minutes, and then you can eat it. I just tasted it, I've forgotten the salt. You do need the salt. And here it is, our wonderful aloo gobi. And you can give it another squeeze of lime juice if you like. I do. And another sprinkling of fresh coriander. And have a taste. Two of my favourite vegetables in there, cauliflower and potatoes. You can't beat it. And this is great as a side dish or as a main with some rice or naan or whatever you like. It's wonderful. And that's that. Hope you enjoyed it. Now please share it with all your friends on social media. Subscribe to this channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and don't forget the amazing website that has all the details of all the recipes. And thank you for watching. Come back soon.